Hello there everyone, and welcome to the Creative Jumpstart class with the beautiful Adventure Awaits release. So to start with, we are going to be doing something a little bit different than usual. We are going to be creating a really cool galaxy sky with the really large stamp that you can see in the Stellar stamp set. So this is a stamp set and you can see that we have this really large image up here, and that is what we're going to be using. So I am going to be using my Misty because I am going to be doing multiple stamping, and I'm just going to pop my piece of cardstock into place, and I'm just using a little bit of tape to keep that into position on my Misty. I'm then going to place the stamp over the top and then close the lid so that it's nicely stuck in place. As this is such a large solid stamp, I am going to be using my stamp conditioning eraser to go over the whole piece to make sure that the ink sits well onto it. I'm then going to go ahead and start inking. So I'm just going to ink randomly. So first up I have the Sunkissed ink, and then I'm then going to buff that out using a ink blending tool. So I'm just taking away those harsh edges so you can see that we have that really pretty gradient effect. I then decided to go with a little bit of the pink pearl, but after I did this, I did realize that it was a bit too light for what I was after, so I did end up stamping over this bit. I'm then going to go in with the Coral Bliss, kind of randomly again, kind of going into places where I think that it would go. It's not a perfect science, this one, so don't worry too much about it. It will look better. So I'm then going to grab the deeper iris ink, again randomly placing this down and then buffing the edges away using a small ink blending tool to get rid of those harsh lines. I do have a couple of harsh lines there, but I hopefully will be able to cover those up. I'm then going to go in with some of the very pretty Galactic stream ink. So I'm just going to buff that away again and then stamp that into position over on there. I do like that yellow popping through at the minute. So once I've done that, I then decided to go with some darker purple. So this is the Andromeda, and I'm just kind of guessing where those white marks are on the paper to try and fill those in slightly. So I'm just going to pop the Andromeda down, and then last but not least, I'm going to add a little bit of the Dark Nights. This is going to give a really dark kind of look to the image, and I'm trying to get that into some smaller areas, so I'm just using the side of the ink pad for that one. I still had a couple of white marks, so I just kind of wanted to cover those in a little bit. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Sunkissed ink, so that yellow colour that we have there, and I'm going to buff that away and then stamp that down. At this point I did like the white marks, so I'm just going to leave them there. For a little bit of splatter and some extra stars, I am going to use the Antique Gold spray ink from Altenew, and I'm just going to splatter that down onto the panel to give that really cool look of those stars there. I'm then going to move on to the little planet that you can see in the Stellar stamp set. I'm starting with the base, and I'm just going to ink that up using the pink pearl ink and then stamp that onto a piece of cardstock. I did buff away a little bit of the top just to give me a gradient effect there. So once I have that nicely stamped down, I'm then going to use that same stamp again, but this time I'm going to use a darker colour of ink. So I have the Coral Bliss, and I'm just going to add this just to kind of the edge of one side, just to give me a darker shadow. Again, to get rid of that harsh edge, I am going to use my little mini ink blending tool just to buff that out, and I did kind of tap that down as well just to add a little bit of texture to the stamp, so I thought that would be quite fun to do. I'm then going to go ahead and I'm going to take the shadow piece of this stamp, so this is the second layer, and I'm going to just stamp that all over using the Coral Bliss ink. I'm then going to use that same stamp again, and I'm going to be using the Heartbeat ink to add a darker shadow to the darker point on this shadow image. So again, just to get rid of that harsh edge, I am going to be using my little ink blending tool just to get rid of that, and I'm going to stamp that directly over the image just below that one. So once that's done, you can see just how pretty that looks there. I'm then going to go ahead and die cut this. As I don't know directly where the little ring needs to be for our little Saturn, I thought that it would be easier for me to die cut this first and then I can stamp. Otherwise, if I just stamp that first and then die cut it, I could have cut some of the ring off. So that's not what I wanted. So that's why I have die cut this first. So once I've done that, I have the ring for Saturn, and I'm then going to be using some of the Autumn Blaze, and I'm also going to add some fire brick just to the edges, just to give me that really cool gradient look there. I'm just going to stamp that into place onto the little die cut that we have, and here is our little planet all lovely and complete. Now, when I placed this down onto the little panel that we have here, it just stuck out too much for me. So to get rid of that little white line that we have around the die cut, I'm just going to be using the artist marker, and this one is the Galactic stream, so any dark blue that you do have will work really good. So I'm just going to go around the whole of the little white areas that we have going on there, and you can see that it looks so much happier on that little panel. For my sentiment, I'm going to use a piece of vellum, and I've just have one of the sentiments from the Stella Stamp set, and I'm going to ink this up using some clear embossing ink, and I'm going to be using some antique gold embossing powder to heat set that. Now, I did have a few of those little pieces just stranded around. All I'm going to do is I am going to take a dry paintbrush and just get rid of those little dots before I do heat set, otherwise they will stick there. With vellum, I always heat from behind. I do find this works better that way. So once I have trimmed this down, and I've trimmed the little panel as well to 4 by 5 1/4, all I'm going to do is I'm going to add my adhesive strip into place, and I am going to add that to behind. So the adhesive is behind, so you're not going to be able to see that adhesive at all. I'm going to play around with where I want my little planet to be. Once I'm happy, I can then take a piece of foam tape and then pop that into place. So I have that just tucked under that sentiment strip, and I think it looks quite pretty. I'm then going to add some of the beautiful foam tape from Altenew. I just love the backing on this one. And then I'm going to add that into place onto a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. And here is the card complete. I really do hope that you like the card and that you've enjoyed the video as well. If you do create a card that was inspired by this, it'd be great if you do share, because we'd love to see. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we really do hope that you have a beautifully crafty day. See you again soon. Bye bye.